us your name, where you're from, and a little bit about your company.
Yeah, sure. My name is JacquiOConnor, and I'm the founder of MedScan3D, based in Galway, Ireland. And we develop 3D printed patient-specific anatomical models for the medical device sector and also for healthcare professionals.
Could you tell us a little about your experience here in Mentor over the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, I've had Kevin to tour me around, which has been fantastic, and I've got to meet some really inspirational people and made some great connections.
What we pick up from there? Actually, hang on. There's a giant truck.
You want me just to answer from the start?
We can start.
Connections.
So, yeah.
Oh, because it won't sound natural
And
now.
I'm going to ask something about healthcare in particular, like healthcare in Northeast Ohio. What have you observed about the healthcare ecosystem in Northeast Ohio? So.
Oh, for bloody sake.
Okay.
We probably didn't pick a great spot.
It's fine. Seemed to be a little quick. Recording. Okay. Tell us a little bit about your experiences here in Mentor over the last couple of days.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I've got a great tour of the whole city with Kevin driving me around. It's been amazing, and we've got to meet really inspirational people within the medtech sector and the clinical side as well. And it's just been, we've made some really great connections and lots of follow-on meetings to come from the trip.
What's been your observations about the healthcare ecosystem in Mentor and in Northeast Ohio?
Yeah, well, there's obviously very well-known hospitals with top clinicians and surgeons, so to have access to that has just been amazing, and the fact that it's now growing, so Mentor getting its own hospital, and then that allows us to hopefully develop our relationships within Mentor, and it's just a sprawling and growing community, and we can see it from the architecture right down to the people we meet.
Tell us about what your company does.
Okay. So at MedScan3D, we develop patient-specific 3D anatomical models. So what we do is we take a CT scan and we convert it to a 3D digital file, which allows us then to 3D print that model. And that's primarily used in the medical device sector for product development, but also for surgical planning. So we can meet with surgeons and do a whole plan for their upcoming surgery. And this is really beneficial in cases such as cardiovascular, orthopedics, maxillofacial, pediatrics, across the board.
How long has your company been in business?
Since we've started in 2019, so we're up and running 4 years now. Obviously a pandemic in the middle of that, but we've pivoted during that time, and obviously MedTech stayed running, so we were able to keep going and stay afloat.
What sort of growth opportunity do you see in the United States, and what appeals to you about Mentor in particular?
Well, Mentor has connections to a lot of the top hospitals in the world, so that's a big draw for us, and also the fact that there is a growing community within the medtech sector, and for us we believe that coming to America would allow us to expand exponentially in comparison to Ireland and Europe alone.
How many different locations do you currently have?
We have two. We have two in Galway and in Dublin. So we're about to start a pilot study in 2 Dublin hospitals with some surgeons there. So we'd like to, the plan potentially is to have the pilot study start in Dublin and also start here in Mentor and have them in conjunction with each other. So 2 parallel studies, and it'll be a really nice study to compare similar disciplinaries with 2 different locations.
What was the most surprising thing about your visit?
The great Mexican food.
There you go.
That's a mic drop. I don't know.
That is a mic drop.
What question have I not asked? Are you not prepared for? What did you expect, and what exceeded expectations, I suppose?
I didn't come with much expectation. I have 3 small children, so my expectations are always at a low level, because I'm usually disappointed with what the outcome of the day is going to be like, but it's completely exceeded any expectations I had. Kevin might give out that I'm not the best at getting back as quickly and whatnot. It's just because I'm normally head down busy and don't have time to really lift my head. So this has given me the chance to lift my head and actually scope and think about the future. So I appreciate being given the time to do that, and have Kevin as making great connections. And I wasn't expecting such a high caliber of meetings, to be honest. So
that's perfect.
Thank you for your
That's
time.
awesome.
Thank you for coming to Mentor.
no problem.
That's
I can
All
be
right.
your new TV presenter.
You are.